Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Oh. 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 Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Yo Anta Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuptam सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांशहस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः अथ गीताध्यानम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे हुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजना गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरहः ते पीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् भारत पङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिन श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा Pashyanti yan yoginaha yasyantanna vidusura suraganaha devaya tasmai namaha devaya tasmai namaha. Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Srimad Bhagavad Gita session. We have completed first 5 chapters and we have to start 6th chapter today. So I want feedback from you all. Like we did for the last chapter, do we first need to learn all the shlokas and before we get into the meaning, or directly start getting into the meaning? Do we want to chant the whole chapter in the repeat mode that we did for the book?
Actually, I think better is that every time you take a shlok, we practice with you one time and then you get
That
the
is
meaning.
that we did. So last time, if you remember, for 5th
Yes.
chapter, we did the whole 5th chapter.
Okay.
And then when we
Okay.
started taking, we took one by one,
That's right.
and then. So
Yeah.
which method you want? Do we need to chant whole chapter or do we need to go straight in the meaning?
I don't know. I think we're chasing the meaning rather than reading the whole chapter, I suppose. I don't know. It's up to others. To me, yeah.
Okay, it's okay.
I
So
think we should go straight
to the meaning. Let us start
Yes.
it that way. Okay, so now we get. Everybody has the green book of Gurudev. This, yeah.
Yes, I have. Yes.
Oh, okay. Because those commentaries are wow, amazing. It is. Okay, now let us get into. So now we are going to get in this chapter Atma Sanyama Yoga or a Dhyana Yoga. Arjuna has asked the question of what is best for him. Tell one jnana or the karma marga. So karmas, when we say it is purely external actions, whereas dhyana is a internal exercise for the mind. Karma is also born in the mind. First you have to think what you are going to do and then it is expressed outside. But for a dhyana, it is inside only. So amongst the sadhanas, Antaranga sadhana and Bahiranga sadhana are the 2 methods. This Bahiranga sadhana, which is born in the mind and expressed outside, it is Bahiranga. And Antaranga is something like meditation, where it is born inside the mind and it's expressed inside only. So when we are doing this mental exercise, what is the purpose of it? Any idea? Why are we doing it, Hannah?
To calm our mind.
Is to calm our mind.
You're asking about dhyan.
Yeah, dhyan. What is the purpose of dhyan?
I think you want to increase your concentration and focus. So, what we are getting into, these things are little complicated and difficult to understand unless you have, number one, purity of mind, and number two, you are focused to understand. That's what I understand.
It's about self-realization or conscious. We have to concentrate our conscious and connect to the God.
I'm doing dhyana because I want to know who I am.
I would like to add on, ma'am. When I say calm your mind, because mind is always rushing with thoughts, it never stops. So probably practicing, going to the dhyana, trying to practice calmness might eventually we can experience that state.
Basically, to develop oneness with all-pervading reality, which is Brahman, and thereby achieve a state of yoga or yukta. With that, thereby, we get more power to control our mind, our senses, and become a sthita prajna.
Good. Good. So more or less, everybody's having a background of why a dhyana has to be done. So we have seen through Karma Yoga, the 3rd chapter, and then we have progressed and further down over there. And then the last chapter, then we did a Karma Sannyasa Yoga also. So actions are necessary to purify our mind. Right now, my actions are born out of desire that I want something. That means I'm acting, my karma is not gone as a karma yoga yet. And I act in the world through my raga and dvesha. If what I'm liking, I'm doing. What I'm not liking, I'm not doing. So if the mind is full of raga and dvesha, progress on the spiritual path is little bit tough. So the actions have to be offered at the altar, and through him we have to operate. And how the actions become karma yoga, how it is translated, those number of yogas which we saw in chapter 4, Brahmarpanam and all, those different yajnas we saw, that how we can purify things. So now the stages, my stages, now that I am doing the karma yoga, now I am doing that karma nyasa. So there is a certain stability of mind. So I have put myself lower and seeking only higher. So in a state of meditation, I am not thinking of anything else but the Lord. So otherwise, now I'm thinking of, as I am speaking, mind is running into so many other directions also parallelly. And as you are listening also, you are listening to me, but also parallelly, there are so many things happening in the mind. So in dhyana, we try to get the chitta ekagrata. Too many things running out, the scattered mind, we try to bring it together. Can it be done on an ice cream? Worldly thing. Yes, can. Children do it. No? Always think of something and then they will remember you had promised on this day. Because they've been thinking and looking forward for all through that day. That they keep on thinking. But because of thinking of an ice cream, anything spiritual progress will not be achieved. So, taking a higher thought, which is not a nashvara, which is eternal, that would be a Brahman thought. Suddenly to meditate on abstract is not going to be possible. So we do a saguna sakar dhyan, giving a form and description of the Lord. So this becomes easier. So meditation on a saguna sakara swarupa of the Lord, we can define it as dhyana, where we have not given any other thought for the mind, and for a long period of time we are focusing on it. So without doing this, saguna sakara dhyana, abstract cannot come in mind. So those who have joined the meditation group, what we did for this one whole week, we did a saguna sakara dhyana. So when our focus is a saguna sakara, Lord with the attributes and Lord with the shape, and then we develop a rapport over there, we develop a relationship over there, and we think only of that. This is dhyana. But now we want to progress higher, which will be our second week of our meditation in that. So from that Saguna Sakar, slowly we will have to get into a Nirguna Nirakar. Very tough. How to describe which is not having any attributes and which is not having any shape? Then how on what we should meditate? If it is Nirguna, so I am saying, oh Krishna, your beautiful face, your Mandahasa, your beautiful Makara Kundala, your shining whatever, Kirita, your Kaustubha. So I'm giving one adjective too, and there is one object on there, my mind. But when it is a Nirguna, which is not having any quality, and it is not having any shape also, then on what we are meditating? Any idea? Any answers?
Just Brahman without any shape
Sorry?
or form. Just Brahman, we are just meditating on shapeless Brahman
Yeah, but
and with no
Brahman.
guna.
So, Brahman. So, on what then? What is the object then? What is Brahman then?
Some light, I mean, some lamp, Jyoti. We can focus on that.
Lamp or Jyoti. So, Akar is given. What Vinisha wanted to say?
I don't know. I feel myself as smaller and smaller with an abundance of nature around me and a lot of space, just empty space.
Okay. So, that we did in our Saguna Sakar, Lord as a cosmic form. So, Lord as a cosmic, the space, the nature, all that is cosmos. What is the tree? What is the mountain? What is the ocean? We saw how it is Lord manifesting into it. So, that is cosmos. That is a Sakara form of the Lord. What we see around is nothing but the Lord. Trees, roads, mountains, rivers is Lord. And what part of those lords are? We saw that description in a Saguna Sakar. So this will come. Cosmos is Saguna Sakar. So now, when we want to graduate from attribute to from Saguna to the attribute less, from attributes to attribute less, Saguna to Nirguna. Something which is having shape. Jyoti is having a shape. Jyoti is having an akara. So that means this is what we are trying to do. In a dhyana, we are trying to have an object, Lord in a different form. Though Lord may be a divine thing, but we are giving one, we are trying to objectify it. And that is natural and that is right. Because otherwise we cannot have a concept clear. So that step is correct. And that is the basic first step. But now when we have covered the basic first step, we want to go next. Where are we going? So the answer for that is we are going to Shruti Vakyas. We are going to Naiti, Neti, Neti. This is not the Lord. This is not the Lord. This is not the Lord. Then balance is what the Lord. So the dhyana will be on the Shabda Praman. What Shruti has said, we are going on those Vakyas with firm faith. If it is Avyakta, we are Brahman is Avyakta, unmanifested. Then we are not thinking of the object, but we are thinking of the words and the lines what the Vedas and Upanishads have said. Then we are reaching to that Nirguna. So Supreme Lord is without you are Nirguna, you are Advitiya, you are we are thinking on that word, we are thinking on that description. So that's why it is important to have the base in Upanishads and Vedas, because they are giving the pointers. They are not giving the object anymore. So far we had an object. My Krishna is with this kind of a flute and this kind of a feather and a pitambar. Now we had an object so far, Saguna Sangha. In the Nirguna, we don't have an object. So we rely completely on Shruti Vakyas, the description of the Nirguna through Neti Neti or whatever word Shruti uses. And then there are Mahavakyas. Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, where Jivatma and Paramatma relationship union is talked about, where they are equated. Jivatma is equal to Paramatma, where there is equation like this. That is a Mahavakya. So we meditate on that afterwards. That's the third stage. So then this Nirguna Nirakar Brahma Upasana or this Mahavakya Upasana, that time we don't call it as dhyana. We don't call it as meditation. Though the action is like meditation, we don't call it a meditation. We don't call it a dhyana. We call it nididhyasana. What I have studied, I bring it out mentally, the words of. So we have to graduate through all this. We cannot jump directly into the last stage. We will have to graduate. The mind has to stay on that. Sometimes too much of lecturing happens. First 20 minutes, we are very good. After that, the lecture is beautiful. Swamiji is also nice. Stage is also very decorated, very beautiful. But we zone out. Mind doesn't hold long concentration. So we cannot miss out any steps. When we sit, we should be able to sit till our process is complete without getting disturbed by the external thing. Like other day, we were doing Narayaniam, 97th Dashakam, where Markandeya's Upasana came. So Markandeya says he's sitting in his meditation and Indra, naughty, wants to disturb him. So he gives one nice cool breeze. He sends a very beautiful apsaras. Then he sends the Kamadeva. Nothing happens to Markandeya. These all get burnt under his yogoshma is the word. With his yogic heat, all of them get burnt. So that means his meditation, 1 point concentration on that Nirguna, Nirakara, Brahman, that relationship was so strong that Apsaras, Kamadeva, nice romantic breeze is not attracting him. We will get attracted. Oh, this is very nice and comfortable. We get attracted. When we are physically very comfortable, we get attracted to the comforts. Then our main focus is changed. So this particular now is like an elevation. This is the last chapter of the first 6 set. The first 6 set is Tvam description. In Tattvamasi Vakya, Tat means that. That means the highest truth. That means the Paramatma, Tat. And Tvam is me, limited I, limited me, small I, Jivatma. So this chapter is the link which is linking my small I. First 6 are Tvam. Tvam is me. Tvam, when the Guru is saying Tattvamasi, you are that, this you is me. The description of you was happening, that I am having confusion, Arjuna Vishada Yoga, I don't know what to do, I am hopeless, I have no courage to face this, I am grief-stricken, and in my grief-stricken I am giving some, Kula Dharma Nashyati, Kula Sthriya Nashyati, what all Arjuna spoke.
Not saying that he is wrong. He thinks now he is getting a clear vision. He is a Kshatriya and he says he will not fight the war and he better take sannyasa. He is not prepared for sannyasa. There is a certain amount of preparation needed. So, if my family members are in front of me doing wrong, the rule is different. But if somebody else is doing, then I will take an action as a Kshatriya. That cannot be correct. Right? I am the ruler, I am the king. And if my job is to keep a discipline and law and order in the society, and the rule is same for everybody, and I'm doing very good job, but tomorrow my relative comes in as whatever, then my grief increases. I'm not able to perform. This is what Arjuna's thing has happened. So now after that, he is slowly graduating. He has surrendered. Krishna has brought him. All this Tvam description, this is all our description happened in past 5 chapters. Now this 6th chapter is the link that I am linked to Tat. So this would be an important link where my connect to the higher has to happen now. So I knew all my problems. Now I have overcome Shoka. I was in a samsara. How the samsara? Samsara is what? I have an attachment. The raga comes. When that raga, that attachment, raga goes into shoka. Shoka is grief. And when it is there, then the third stage is moha, delusion. Completely, you see, dharma is adharma and adharma is dharma. And Arjuna felt like that, right? That why to kill my own people? It's better there to go away. See how he has thought. All this is us. Now there has to happen a change inside us. We are going to go on the higher level. So from 7 to 12, it is going to be super high. But that 7 to 12, this 6 has to be the base. When we get open, then we cannot be back. We cannot go back to Raga, Shoka and Moha. We have to leave our stage, whatever. So this we will have to link. We have to travel along with Arjuna. Having studied Gita 5 chapters, now I realize my problem in my life. Now I'm going to I should be able to drop it. This dropping thing has to happen now in this 6th chapter. So whatever stage in life we are. Along with Arjuna, we also have to travel. Along with that, whatever sadhana, antaranga, bahiranga sadhana we just now spoke, we need to do this. So bahiranga sadhana we did. Now we are getting into antaranga sadhana. We are doing the purification mind with the karma yoga, and now it is the ekagrata of the mind that we are going to target. We have to travel. The change has to be. We cannot have only bookish knowledge. Where we have to strive something. Then if says something, then we should try to adapt that into our real life. Like we adapted the yajnas and we practiced for 21 days. All of us took a oath that for 21 days, when that 4th chapter came, I will do my actions like this. And all of us, we tried to abide into it. So like this now, when this 6th chapter is coming, we are going to try to drop some part of our negativity, rise our likes and dislikes, see mind through the angle of intellect, right and wrong, rather than at the mental level of like and dislike. So man will be weaker. Man is going to say, I like this, I don't like this. Buddhi will say, this is right, this is wrong. So what is right, maybe I may not like it, but I will still do it happily because now I have to progress somewhere in life. So I'm holding on to the dharma. But that will happen when we will make our man dhrida. So this chapter is our cleansing effect to rise on the higher. We are now ready to drop our tvam aspect and reach the tat aspect. Okay. With this background, let us enter our first shloka with his kripa. Okay. Radha Krishna ji. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः
Atha Shashtodhyayah.
षष्ठोऽथ महाप्राण ध्यायास् ध महाप्राण
Atha Shashtodhya. Atha Shashtodhyayah.
ध्यायः
Atha Shashtodhyayah.
करेक्ट आत्मसंयमयोगः
Atma Sanyama Yoga.
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Shri Bhagavanuvacha.
अनाश्रितः कर्मफलम्
Anashritah Karma Phalam.
कार्यं कर्म करोति यः
Karyam Karma Karoti Yaha.
स सन्न्यासी च योगी च
Sannyasi cha yogi cha.
न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः
Na niragnirna chakriyaha. Sri Bhagavanuvacha. Anashritah karma phalam. Karyam karma karoti yaha. Sasannyasi cha yogi cha. Na niragnirna chakriyaha.
As usual, let us do the padacheda of this. Anashritaha as it is, karma phalam as it is, karyam karma karotiya all as it is. Oh, even down the line is all as it is, except for sa sannyasi, it is saha sannyasi, visarga's lopa has happened. And niragnir na, over there niragnihi and na. And the cha kriya also cha plus a kriya. So na niragnihi over there we have visarga sandhi is repa and cha kriya we have savarna dirgha sandhi cha akriya. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this was our padacheda. Let us see the pada meaning. Anashritaha. Ashraya depending. Anashraya ashritaha without depending. Anashritaha, no ashraya, no dependence on. Then karma phalam. Karma phalam is what? Fruit of action. Whatever we do, we want the fruit, right? All our efforts, we have a plan in our mind that by doing this, I would get that. And accordingly, I'm doing my actions. So our actions are prompted. We already visualize that by doing this, I'm going to get this. So I'm going to do my action. It's already visualized. So karma phala is the fruit of the action. Karyam is the action. Karma is the action, whatever is the duty. Karoti, our kru dhatus, third person, ekvachan. Yaha, who. Yaha means who. So how do we translate? Yaha karma phalam anashritam karyam karma karoti. The one who is acting by not depending upon the karma phala. Yaha. Karma phalam anashritaha. Not depending upon the fruit of action. Karya karma karoti. Doing all whatever has to be done. Karya, kartavya. This means one must do. Which the duties which we cannot avoid. So the one whose actions are without depending on the karma phala. First line clear? Second line. Saha sannyasi cha yogi. He is the sannyasi and he is the yogi. Saha. Prathama vibhakti. Tad shabd. Correct. Pullinga tad shabda. Saha. He is the sannyasi. He is the yogi. And what is niragni? Niragni means niragni. Agni is fire. Niragni means without fire. Cha Akriyaha. Kriya means action. Akriya means without action. So this sannyasi is not bound to do any Agni karma, or he is not bound by duty. Means what? Means now as a grahasthashram, grahasthrami, I have certain things to do, certain yajnas, puja, archas, nothing but then at least light a lamp morning and evening in front of the altar. If I'm not doing any, what we say, all those homa havans we do, and in the evenings, what is that word where suddenly that word has slipped in the mind? Agnihotra karmas people do. Huh? They chant,
Yagnas.
yajnas, and Agni karma, like they take some ghee, they take some rice. At home, so many people are doing Agnihotra. So, sannyasi is not bound by any of these karmas where fire is involved. He no need to light lamp morning and evening. He no need to do any puja. Nachakriyaha. He no need to have any of the sadhanas. He doesn't have any of the puja archas, ritualistics to be done in that sense. His sadhana is his meditation being with the Lord. That is different. He's already purified. He's already free. He's already risen about that. For us, we need to do. We need our morning prayer. We need our japamal. We need our little bit of meditation. We are in the making. So we are bound by that. When Navratri comes, then whatever, if you have to do Chandika Homa. When this comes, we have to do that Homa. Kuch nahi hai to Satyanarayan ki puja hi kar de ghar mein. We do. Correct. We are bound. Sannyasi is not bound by. Sannyasi is not bound by any of the Agni karmas, nor by any of the kriyas, rituals. So it is niragni and nothing. He is that sannyasi. Why? Because he is not bound for the fruit of action. Why I am doing certain yajna karmas? I am bound to the fruit of action. ये यज्ञ करने से ये मिलता है. This I get. If I have done this, I would get this. As a grahasthrami, I should do like this. So I'm being bound by some rules and regulations. Sannyasi is not bound by rules and regulation because his actions are not prompted seeing the fruit of that action. He is karma phala anashrita. So whose actions are not bound seeing the fruit. He is a sannyasi. So sannyasi need not wear a kashaya vastra. It's a mental thing. Not for anything. There is no purpose. Selfish gain. I would do this so that I'll acquire punya. Biggest problem only. They are not doing for any punya papa thing. So sannyasis are already free. Now this is the starting. Krishna is emphasizing this because, why? Arjuna said he wants to go to the forest. Better not to fight. He has dropped the weapons. Instead of killing them, I better go to the forest. Let them kill me if they want. I will not lift the weapon. Problem. He's running from the dharma, Kshatriya dharma. You come to me, oh Varsha, I don't know any other doctor. See, this has happened to me, and you come with one big wound over there, blood is oozing, and I see your blood and I faint over there. I become your liability. You came asking help for me, and now you have to manage me. Okay, doctor chakkar aake gir gaya, chalo. Now give her water, sprinkle water. Your wound is on one side, then you have to attend. What is this? Arjuna is doing like that. Kshatriya, he has to have his dharma, and he says he is going for sannyasa dharma. When the vasana kshaya has not happened, when the mind is not trained, how can we jump the ashramas? We cannot jump ashrama. The Lord is saying, for that sannyasi you said you want to become, then you have to not look at the fruit of the action. Lord is preparing him now. preparing for the higher thing. Shri Bhagavan Anashritah karma phalam karyam karma karoti yaha sa sannyasi cha yogi cha na niragnir na chakriyah. Second one. Yam san anuswaras wakara. Yam sanyasamiti iti prahuti is dvitva. Yam sanyasamiti prahuhu.
Yam sanyasmiti prahuhu.
Good. Yogantam vidhi pandava.
Yogantam vidhi pandava.
Nahya sanyasta sankalpaha.
Nahaya sanyastu sankalpaha.
Yogi bhavati kaschana.
Yogi bhavati kaschana. Yam sanyasamiti prahuhu. Yogantam vidhi pandava. Nahaya sanyastu sankalpaha. Yogi bhavati kaschana.
Good. So let's do first the Sandhi Vigraha Padacheda. Yam Sannyasam Iti Prahuhu. Visarga, Visarepha has happened, opened. Yogam Tam Vidhi Pandava. Over there now. Nahya Sanyasta Sankalpaha. What is all happening out over there?
He plus asanyas. That's a yam sandhi.
Yes, correct. Then?
And after that is sankalpo.
Hmm.
That's as it is. No. Okay, sankalpa would become sankalpaha.
Sankalpaha. Huh.
Right.
And Yogi Bhavati Kaschana?
So, question as it is.
Kaschana as it is. Okay. So, Yam. Yam. Yam is which? Sannyasam. That sannyasam. Iti prahu. It is said. Iti in this way. Yogam. Yogam, that yoga, the action. Tam vidhi. Know that as yoga. O Pandava. Na hi asanyasta sankalpaha. Sankalpahas are our thoughts. Sannyasa is renunciation. Asanyasaha is not renounced. Not renounced thoughts. I am wanting to become a sannyasi. I have worn my kashai vastra. You see me sitting in meditation, this, that, and all. Fine externally. In my head, you are not seeing. I am having so many thoughts and desires. I have not given up my thoughts and desires. In seed form, I have kept it alive in my head. Outside, I am nice, one big sannyasi. I can give talk on Gita. I can take several classes. Fantastic. Everything is good. Inside, seed is getting, if seed is kept alive, that means it is going to sprout today or tomorrow. Asanyasta sankalpaha, the person who has not given up the sankalpas, then what? Yogi bhavati kaschan. So, nobody can become yogi like that. Where is that na? Na iha sanyasta sankalpaha. Na yogi bhavati. He can't become a yogi. He can't become a sannyasi like. Outside, if you're saying, okay, now she's wearing kashai vastara, she's sitting on the banks of Ganga, everything fantastic. Talks are going on, fantastic. Mind, you cannot become a yogi by keeping the seeds of actions and desires in the head, because outside expression of the thought is our action. Action is nothing but thoughts expressed outside. So if the sankalpas are asyanyastaha, that means if thoughts are there kept alive, today or tomorrow it will come out as an action. Desire concentrated, centered action will come out. So Krishna is saying he cannot become a yogi. One who has not thwarted the sankalpas, that where the thought process is beginning, he cannot become a yogi. Kashchana. No one can become. Not any. No one. Kashchana na yogi bhavat. He cannot become. Yeah? So now we'll have to again exercise. This is our exercise. It's when he's telling to Arjuna, we also have to travel with Arjuna and bring the chain. What kind of thoughts I am putting in my head? Start writing. Start being aware of that. Why I am doing certain action? Why I am living? What is the purpose of my living? Start taking actions on that, huh? Why I am doing certain things, what it is. So what exercise we have to do? Watch our thoughts. Watch our desires. Watching our sankalpas. So it is like this North Indian thing is Bharat coming and all for the shadi. Okay. North Indian thing, this Bharatis is, and the horse comes and the groom is on that horse, and then band baja is going on this side. People are dancing, this, that side. The bride side is there, all ready to receive. This side it is happening, that side it is happening. And I am there. I want to enjoy some good food. Neither I don't know the groom, nor I don't know the bride. I don't know anything. But the way they are dancing and where I also go and join and dance. Bride thing is thinking from the groom side, huh? Groom side is thinking, oh, this must be from the bride side, huh? Nice. I also participate, giving smile, and I'm also happy. Until there will be this one old person. Who this could be? Comes and questions. You are from whose side? Girl's side or a boy's side? When the question comes over there, I'm on the spotlight. I slowly go from there. But if nobody is there to question, then what? I am freely enjoying. So question our mind. अरे किसके साइड में क्या कर रहे हो कौन सा संकल्प रख रहे हो what संकल्प you are holding unless you go as a police officer inside your mind to check what thoughts you have in your head it will not get thwarted off. It's like crazy. We are generating God alone knows how many thoughts per second and what all desires we hold on in those thoughts and what all sankalpas are there we need to question. Like that old person in that Bharati question, then this person who is neither from neither side slowly gets, oh, I'm being spotted now. I can't eat so much food. Let me get out now. Went off. Like that, if we will question in our mind that sankalpa, that will be checked out. Otherwise, too many sankalpas have checked in. So we'll have to have that awareness. So start this also as an exercise as we are traveling with Arjuna. That what is the purpose? What I am doing? Have I evolved as a person? What kind of thoughts I am holding? All these needs to be questioned and we will get the answers. Yam sanyasamite prahuhu yogantam vidhi pandava nahya sanyasta sankalpaha yogi bhavati kaschana. Balama.
Yes, madam.
Number 3. Arurukshormuneryogam.
Arurukshormuneryogam.
Correct. Karma karanamuchyate.
Karma karanamuchyate.
योगारूढस्य तस्यैव
योगारूढस्य
तस्यैव शमः कारणमुच्यते
समकारणमुच्यते आरुरोषोर्मुने.
So that ru you should not stop. Arurukshor, ru is a short. Arurukshor, rukshor should happen.
आरुक्षोर्मुनये योगम् कर्मकार.
Arurukshor muner yogam.
आरुरुक्षोर्मुने योगम्
Correct.
कर्मकारणमुच्यते योगारूढस्य तस्यैव समकारणमुच्यते.
Good. So let us do the padacheda now for this. Arurukshor, visarga is there. Arurukshoho, visarga's repha has happened. Muner yogam, munehe, again visarga's repha has happened. Karma, karanam, uchyate. All that. Karanam uchyate, it has just joined. Karanam uchyate. Yoga rudhasya, one word only. Vibhakti is at the end, sosya. Tasyaiva, tasya plus eva. What sandhi name?
Vriddhi sandhi.
Vriddhi, ma'am.
Yes, correct. Vriddhi sandhi has happened. Tasya eva. Shama, as it is, karanam uchyate. All clear? So padachhed has been done. Now padarthas. Arurukshoha. Aruruksha. Getting on something. Climbing. One who is wanting to scale up. That is aruruksha. Munehe. Of Muni. Shashti. Of the Muni. Of the sage. Yogam. What is that? That action. Karma action. Yoga. Karma yoga. Karanam uchyate. So, because he is just wanting to climb, that is the reason. Karma is the reason. Karanam uchyate. And yoga rudhasya. Yoga arudha. For one who has already attained that higher state. Tasya, of him. Shama. Shama means inaction. Inaction is the karana, it is said to be. So, how we can say, for the Muni, for the sage, who wishes to climb higher, who wants to scale up, is there. For him, action would be karanam uchyate. Karma is an action. But who is already arudha, who is already attained, for him, Shama is the karan. That means, Shama means not Kshama, forgiveness. It is Shama. It's not Shama, not KSH. It is SH. Shama is inaction. Okay, clear? So, if you have a Gurudev's book, that first paragraph we will see now. To one who is desiring to scale over the practice of mental concentration and self-improvement, work is said to be the means. By working in the world with neither the egocentric concept of agency nor the egocentric desires of the fruits of those actions, we are creating within ourselves a convenient atmosphere for the existing vasanas to play out without creating any new precipitate of the fresh impression. Is it clear? So the one who wants to scale up has to perform an action to scale up, but that action must be performed without any karta bhava, that I am the doer, and it has to be performed without the dependency on the fruit of action. So then that inner cleansing will happen that whatever vasana is there, that vasana kshaya will happen without generating a new vasana. Right now we are stuck, right? I wanted good education. Fine. After education, I want good job. Good job has come, I want marriage. Okay. Marriage, I want children. The children has to do this. I need house in this land. I need this car. I need this bag. It didn't finish with that, right? New are generating. One has happened, then another. It's like that sannyasi who was living happily. Then he sheltered that cat or something, or that mouse. And then that for the cat, that cow came. For the cow, that hay came. Then he became the farmer for this, that. Sannyasa is remaining one side. Now for one thing, another thing, another thing, another added. Vasana compounded. That's what I'm saying now. We'll have to check our sankalpas. So now we are in this stage of life. Everything, let children do whatever they want to do. Come on, none of our business. You have educated them. You have given whatever possible. Now, whether they want to improve their life or whether they want to study or not study, don't put your attachment in that. There won't be any end of that. Huh? There won't be any. Somewhere now I have to improve. Somewhere I have to evolve. Before my body drops, I'll have to experience that Paramasukha at least once. That sankalpa has to come. We'll have to hold some higher sankalpa. So we are going to be like that old man in that barak, questioning that stranger. This strange thought has come. I've got a human body, and where I'm stuck, this thought has to come, and we should repair that. So, what Gurudev used to say for that was, you will have to introspect daily. So please definitely write this down if you have not heard. Introspect daily. By introspect, then what you will find out, some problem. So detect it diligently, the problem in you. Detect it diligently. Be honest with yourself. Detect your own problem diligently. Introspect daily. Detect diligently. Then negate it ruthlessly. Be very strict on yourself. Detect, negate ruthlessly. Then, when you have introspect, you have detected, you have negated it, then you have to substitute it. That vasana that sankalpa you need to substitute. Substitute wisely. And then grow steadily. Okay? So introspect daily, detect diligently, negate ruthlessly, substitute wisely, and grow steadily. This should be our mantra for this chapter every day. Till as long as we are on this chapter, we will need our inner cleansing happening, and we should take this as our little sadhana to improve ourselves. Then only, because we are Aruruksha, we are the ones who wanting to climb. So we have to perform the actions. So our actions have to be Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, Anashrita Karma Phala. It has to happen. We'll have to detect it in that particular angle. Okay. Arurukshor muner yogam karma karanamuchyate yogarudhasya tasyaiva shamah karanamuchyate. I think we can stop over here for today. So the homework is all this and minding our sankalpas, and also read Gurudev's commentary of these first 3 verses. And if any other commentary you have, read those commentaries. The more you read the meaning, don't go ahead. Let this digest what we have studied today. Let these 3 verses be our part till next Wednesday. So then that progress, when we are traveling with Arjuna, what change Arjuna is going to get, we are also going to get that same change. So at the end of this chapter, our Tvam part should get clear, and we should be ready to receive the higher knowledge. So when we are going to do the 18th chapter, our Nashta Moha, Smriti Labdha, all this should happen to us. When it is happening to Arjuna, it should happen also to us. Should be our sankalpa. Now we should check our sankalpa. We should put this sankalpa in the mind. If we will aim, then only we will get. If we say, oh, he is Arjuna, for me, I am just nice samsari. If you are comfortable, nice samsari, then we'll be comfortable in that, not knowing what you are losing. We should feel, that's why it is said, no, detect diligently and ruthlessly, you should negate that. So we should, and nobody is knowing outside. This is our own internal process. Unless we act upon, it's not going to change for us. So all this journey is for our self-change from now onwards, because this is the link going to the higher. This chapter is extremely important. Let's end today's session, and we wait eagerly for next Wednesday. And this week, we'll have a lovely exercise on us. Make one small diary if you want to put whatever you have negated. Or you want to store it in your mind that you have negated, burn it off in the mind itself. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Hari Om, everyone. Thank you for joining. See you all
Hari Om,
next.
Dr. Varsha.
Hari Om. Thank you.
Thank you,
Hari
sir.
Om.
Hari
Thank
Om,
you.
Namaste Ji.
Hari
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hari Om Varshaji. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om Varshaji. Thank you so
Hari
much.
Om. Thank you.
Hari Om Varshaji.
Hari Om. Yeah.